clearing some chakras, right? I was just thinking about this because I was thinking as to why does this help? What it could actually, on the physical level be going on out here that is logical? And I was kind of coming to the conclusion that, I mean, it's not some, crazy idea to think that the our hair, any of our hair, from our head to the inside of our nostrils, right? Our hair is intimately tied in with our immune system. I mean, our immune system runs in every part of your body. And hair grows, and so it grows from the things that are in your body. And so, just following logic here, if our immune system recognized a bunch of toxic elements inside of us that it could not have us pee out, it couldn't have us, through normal functions like that, pee or poop, sweat, tears, whatever the case may be, and it can't get rid of it, it moves it away from the core. This is pretty well known, right? It moves it away from your core and your vital organs and inner workings as best as it can. But then it's still left at the point that it can't get rid of it, though. So it will start to accumulate. Now, this is all underneath the skin, so think of this as being, kind of sealed inside you. The toxic stuff, toxic metals maybe, that your body can't dissolve into a fluid and have you sweat, pee, or poop out, is in the skin. The skin is where the hair follicles are. The follicles are drawing their nutrients or whatever from the underneath the skin, the fascia and all down from your bloodstream, I guess. So could the immune system be smart enough to grow the toxins out in the hair? Now, if the toxins were built up to such a level that, say the pigment cell in the follicle quit working, and would that make all your? I mean, let me lose my point here. It's pretty obvious that if you're loaded with toxins, they will end up in your skin. I mean, that's not, I don't think, the only people who disagree with that would be somebody who was, trying to actively cover up for our lying medical community, our fake medicine, really. It's absolute fraud. What our modern medical has is they've taken the high-tech gadgetry, such as, the electronics, and made as many medical things as they can out of it to make it seem like it's just so complicated how health works. And then on the other hand, they make drugs. So they make drugs that get people high, and they have all kinds of gadgetry to keep them going. Oh wow, these guys are so smart. Look at what they can do. Oh, it's amazing. And the only thing amazing they do is like trauma care, pulling somebody out of a crashed car and rebuilding them basically. Yeah, that is pretty freaking amazing that they can do that. And they are so successful at it. Or that they can do heart transplants, or that they can do, organ transplants, which is actually just really wrong in my opinion. But the fact that they could pull it off, at least semi-successfully, is quite amazing. But when it comes to long-term health, like things that are plaguing people, day in and day out for years and years, and eventually result in their, untimely demise maybe, or just their poor quality of life, they don't do jack shit about that. Here's some pills, you have a hormone imbalance, you see, because hey, your hormones aren't correct because of something. Maybe your hormones are correct, maybe they're not. If they're not, maybe it's because of the massive toxin in your environment. Wouldn't you think a health professional would want to say, not, here's some hormone pills to regulate your hormones to make you feel better. Wouldn't you think they would rather address the root cause of the problem? Well, see, the problem is you're being sprayed with poison 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it builds up in your system and causes all of these health problems. But I'm here to normalize that. So my job isn't to help you to achieve a better quality of life. I'm being the doctor here. This is not medical advice. I'm role playing the doctor, right? The doctor is there to normalize what is going on. The sickening and disease, dying, poisoning of the entire population. I mean, come on. I mean, let's not be idiots, right? You know, they didn't chisel in marble in every language in the world a plan to reduce the world population to 500 million. They didn't chisel that in marble and make a park about it for 33 years for no reason. And they tore down the park. That was the tower falling, the symbolic destruction of their, or the completion of their spell. And so, you know, when the guide stones fell, symbolically, that meant their gestation period was up for their spell. It's time to implement it. And look around you, you know. There's very few children, very few pregnant women you see anywhere. In which, you know, looking at the way things are, that's a smart move on a lot of people, right? However, should we say, okay, well, see, the world's good because these smart people are realizing that they shouldn't be having children right now? Well, are they not having children because they can't? Or normally wouldn't? Or are they not having children because, they think it's, bad for the world? Or are they not having children because they, but whatever. They think it's a responsibility in the eyes of responsibility. They think it's unwise given the way the world is right now, which is a good case, right? So wouldn't the system would be like, oh yeah, people are seeing the unsteadiness of the world, and so they're choosing not to have children. That's why there's not so many children now. It has nothing to do with the chemical agents, put in all your food, water, and drugs, and everything you consume at all times, all day, every day, and night. Those things don't affect anybody. That's just, our modern world with its toxic nature. Back to the point. This works. What I should be saying is that there's glands with lymph nodes, right? They're concentrated under your arms and at your wrists, the collarbone, the back of your head. They say 1/3 of all your lymph nodes are on your head and neck, showing how important it is to detox the head and neck, probably to get the toxic stuff out of the brain. That would be my guess on that. If it's toxic metals and it's pushed out to the skin and it concentrates in your glands, and everybody's having glandular problems nowadays from the freaking time they're born, right? There's adolescent arthritis now. Give me a break. Give me a freaking break. Adolescent arthritis. Thanks, Dr. So-and-so. Now we know adolescent arthritis is perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Nothing to see here but some kids with cancer and adolescent arthritis. Woo-hoo. Send your money and help these poor kids, please. Come on, give generously. I'm Dr. So-and-so and I approve this message. Woo-hoo. Scene! If you get the toxins removed from your skin, because let's say they were, made of metals which were flammable and less stable than the cellular makeup of your body, your own skin cells and such, the hairs would be inundated with this toxic substance if it worked the way that I postulated just a moment ago. I hope this is still recording. Right. If it works the way I was postulating, if toxins are absorbed into the body through food, water, air, whatever, and the body's like, I can't get rid of it, and it pushes it out to the extremities, it builds up, then your hair is part of your immune system. It's not a decoration. You don't have hair because, my head, no. Your hair is growing the toxic things out of your body that it can't get rid of otherwise. And I'm not burning my hair. I'm vaporizing the chemical substances that are in my skin surface that have been, pushed to the outside. The same thing the mud bath does. The mud bath is an exfoliant and it draws it out. This is heat, which causes it to vaporize because it is less stable of a cell than my skin cells. And as long as I don't burn myself, I'm not harming myself at all because this doesn't hurt. Through all of this, I've not once seriously injured myself in any way with the flame. Except for one time, actually, I touched my skin with the metal part of a torch, and that hurt like a motherfucker. But aside from that one time, and that wasn't really that bad, to be truth. It hurt for a day. Lymph nodes. Woo! Where it sizzles and the flame changes color, yeah. Changes color from metals. It's like fireworks. Alright, thanks. Bye.